going back now to the massive win you had towards the late 90s, Fergal, the British Open title in 1999. What's your memories of that tournament? I know it's a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, no, great, still great memories. So 25th anniversary was there last week or something. But a couple of little stories about it that I've said before. In the build up to it, a few weeks before, the Irish Masters was on at that time, and the wild cards were picked, and Michael Judge got the wild card. Now again, Mick's a good friend of mine, great lad, still a great player. But at the time, I think he was ranked 60 and I was ranked 20. So I obviously felt I should have got the next. Obviously, I think Ken was in the top 8. But I felt if they're giving a wild card to an Irish player, I should have got it. So I can clearly remember that day when I heard the news and I was gutted going home. And on the way home, nearly doing a bit of a speech on the basis of, of the next tournament. I was going to win the next tournament, and by winning this tournament, this just proves I should have been in the Irish Masters. It was probably quite bitter when I think back. But sure enough, 6 weeks later, the next tournament I played was the British Open. I ended up winning. And also in the meantime, my granddad had passed away. He'd got me my first little table for Christmas. And he was a big fan. He used to come to some tournaments. So it was unusual. They say even in football at the cup, like your name's on the cup, or there was loads of matches. A lot of them were close. I could have easily been knocked out. And for whatever reason, for that week, it just literally was my week. So whether it extra motivation or, I don't know, snooker gods were looking on me or my granddad was, I don't know. Because, some of the pots literally, how they didn't go in to knock me out, I don't know. I just kept hanging on and meant. So the only way I can meant to win is the only way I can describe it. But no, brilliant to win.
Fantastic to have that on your record, Fergal. And when you look back there at the actual run, you got obviously Anthony Hamilton in the final, who's another very stubborn match player, very capable all round. Not the stubborn's a good thing when it comes to the sport.
No.
Yeah,
I've been called a lot worse. I appreciate it.
But it's a good quality to have, Fergal, and not never giving in. But that was a match you won 9-7.
Yeah, exactly. Funny, because remember, obviously, I'm not sure who Anthony beat, but I beat John Higgins in the semi. So I think I was ranked 20. Anthony was about 11. And as you said, if you stubborn, both two stubborn players, it was probably predicted it wouldn't be the most attractive of finals. But end of it was a great final because actually Anthony, the first 2 frames, was also his first final as well. He had 2 centuries in the first 2 frames. And I remember just trying to literally just hang on to him. I was 4-3 down. He probably should have pushed away. And then from 7-6 down, I played really well. Won a good frame, took 7-all. I had a century for 8-7. And then even the last day ended up about blue, pink, and black. So again, I'd had a few final frame deciders, but even the final was 9-7 on the black. But and I think Anthony outscored me by about 300 points. So basically, when he won his frames, he won them with big breaks. But most of the scrappy frames I tended to win. I had won. So in the end, that made the difference.
Yeah, it must have been a hugely proud moment for you, Fergal, lifting that trophy. Because I think I can remember watching, them tournaments, and I remember Sky Sports used to cover them as well, Fergal.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and that's something, so it must have been very proud for you to bring that title back to Dublin.
Oh, yeah, it was brilliant. Again, you said that the day Sky Sports were covering snooker. I think they had about 3 events. And actually, because Sky Sports were covering it, the semi-final, I think Arsenal was the year when Man United fan, but Arsenal played Man United in the semi-final of the FA Cup. I think it was the first game.
That's right, Villa Park. Yeah.
Yeah, the replay was the one where Giggs scored.
I remember
the great goal.
Yeah.
But as a result, because I think it went to extra time, we didn't start the final till about 3:30 on the Sunday, which was very late. Because I remember that day being such a drag. Normally, I think the final started at 1, maybe 2. This is 3:30. So it was a hell of a wait all day for it. And then, of course, because we started so late, there wasn't long in between sessions. So you'd no time to go back to the hotel. So maybe 20 minutes, half an hour of a break, being in my dressing room before you went back out like for 7 o'clock start. So it was quite, so Sky Sports actually covering it, did impact on it. And then, of course, coming home was great the next day because, which I didn't know when I got to the airport. When I went through, after getting my bag and come through to like arrivals, loads of family and some of my family and friends had been there, but there was loads of people there. Of course, I hadn't a clue because I came out. I actually had the trophy in like a carrier shopping bag.
I see.
It was only seeing people. It was like the camera crew there that you kind of, So like, remember my granny was there, aunts, uncles, friends, people from the club. So it was fantastic again, which I didn't know, all in the airport. So that was that was great to come home to.
Yeah, fantastic memories for you, Fergal, and
Yeah, yeah.
memories you'll never forget.